Colas presents. Hello and welcome to Colas Middle East Golden Rules. Before we go any further, let's imagine for a short while what a company would look like if it didn't put safety and teamwork first. Jobs would take much longer to complete. Plus, they'd be much more dangerous to do. I think we can all agree that not much would get done and there'd be a lot more injuries or incidents. At Colas Middle East, our vision is of a zero-harm culture. We believe it is possible because if everyone takes care of not only their own safety, but of those working around them, then we can prevent incidents. To help us achieve our goal of zero harm, we've developed 10 golden rules around high-risk areas that were responsible for the majority of incidents and fatalities that have occurred within our business. We will go through each golden rule, and at the end there will be a quick multiple-choice questionnaire to ensure that everyone knows and understands how to keep safe. Right, let's get started. Our first golden rule is our foundations. These are vital and form the basis of our safety culture. Do not use personal media or entertainment devices and mobile phones while working. If you have to use such a device, then only do it when it is absolutely safe to do so, and don't walk and talk. Always ask yourself, am I fit for work? This includes being physically fit, as well as mentally fit. Then, before starting any task, ask yourself the following. Do I have all the right personal protective equipment I need? Have all the risks been assessed, and is there a safe system of work? Remember, a safe system of work is a documented or verbal instruction that tells you how a task can be done safely. Do I have the correct training and authorization? Do I have the right tools and equipment, and are they in good condition? Do I know what to do in case of an emergency? If circumstances change or you can't follow a golden rule, then you must stop what you are doing and tell your foreman, supervisor, or manager. Our second golden rule is about road safety. The best way to remain safe is to be responsible and alert at all times. This means do not use a handheld mobile phone while driving, even if you've stopped at a traffic light or are stuck in traffic. Do not drive in extreme weather conditions. Plan your journey or route so you have plenty of time, and stay away from known hazard spots or poor interchanges. Keep your vehicle in a roadworthy condition. Always wear your seatbelt, even if you're just traveling a short distance. Ensure all your passengers wear their seatbelts too. Always drive responsibly. Obey all traffic rules, including the ones near roadworks. Keep a safe following distance by following the 2-second rule. Report any traffic incidents or damage to your vehicle. Our third golden rule is about heat awareness. We work in a hot environment and must protect ourselves from heat illnesses. To help avoid getting heat illness, you must ensure the following before starting work. There is a safe haven or cool area. Water is available. If you're new to the company or returning from leave, then it's important to gradually expose yourself to the heat while you work so your body can get used to it. Wearing loose-fitting clothing can also help to keep you cool. Ensure work patterns are aligned to climatic conditions and local laws. Follow instructions on fluid breaks, rest periods, and when to eat fruit and drink supplements. Stay hydrated at all times, before, during, and even after work. When summer weather conditions are very hot, then fruit and drink supplements must also be available. And if you start to feel unwell or notice someone else who doesn't look well, especially during fasting periods, then stop work immediately and report to your foreman or supervisor. Our fourth golden rule is about fire prevention. Please comply with your local camp or accommodation rules as well as rules on site. For example, do not smoke unless you are in a designated and safe area. Only use electrical appliances, sockets, and adapters that have been certified and approved. Don't tamper with fire prevention equipment. Know where all the evacuation routes and assembly points are. Keep emergency fire exits clear of obstructions at all times. Inspect fire extinguishers and alarms regularly to ensure that they are available if and when needed. And be aware of the nearest extinguisher in your work area. Our fifth golden rule is about mobile plant. Remember that working safely in and around mobile equipment is a shared responsibility between operators and workers on the ground. Never assume you have the right of way. Do not break site traffic rules or speed limits. They are there for the safety of all on site. Do not use handheld phones or radios when driving. Do not leave the key in the ignition in an unattended vehicle. Do not approach mobile plant without making eye contact with the operator to establish it is safe to do so, either on foot or in a vehicle. Do not take shortcuts through areas where mobile plant are operating. Always stick to the correct routes. Do not drive towards pedestrians without warning them of your presence. Never assume they know you are there. Mobile plant operators must make use of banksmen to help them reverse in restrictive or designated areas. Always complete specified daily vehicle safety checks to ensure the vehicle is safe to operate. Always wear a seatbelt at all times and ensure any passengers do too. Ensure that people are physically separated from unsecured material and equipment in the vehicle. Isolate and secure parked mobile plant. And finally, always report any damage to mobile plant or property to their foreman, supervisor, or manager. Our sixth golden rule is plant maintenance. Keeping our equipment in good condition means they'll be more reliable and safer to use. Within our business, we can categorize plant maintenance into three main specific hazardous areas: mechanical, electrical, and confined spaces. In all three categories, you have to carry out maintenance correctly, so check and follow the golden rules. Mechanical. Do not work on equipment unless all types of stored energy, such as hydraulic, compressed air, gravity, etc., have been released. Equipment that could move has been appropriately secured. For example, 1. The brake has been applied and the wheels have been chocked. And 2. The conveyor has been correctly isolated before removing guards. The equipment is isolated and a personal lock has been attached. That the right piece of equipment has been isolated. Make sure you check that yourself. Let's now consider electrical safety. If the maintenance requires electrical work, Do not work, install, or fix electrical systems unless you are trained and authorized by management. Also remember that no live working is allowed. Finally, confined spaces, which can be a partially